Hello, my love. Today I wanted to do a brief guided, meditation that I just did. I actually just woke up not too long ago, like less than 30 minutes ago, and just got out of my bed 5 minutes ago to record this because I think it might be useful to someone. So don't pay attention to anything that might be out of order because, like I said, I just woke up. I literally just made my bed and sat on the ground to be able to record this. I know my fan is on and other things, but this, pay attention to what I'm saying because I had a dream, and after that dream, a lot of stuff came up for me, and I journaled about it. And after that, I did what I call mind stilling. I got that from, from A Court of Silver Flames, the Akatar series. It's the last book that's been out, or the last book that was released. And so I call my meditation time, or the time when I'm just relaxing, I call it mind stilling, when I'm taking time to breathe and kind of get centered again. And I wanted to share this meditation because, again, maybe nothing will come out of it for you, but for me, I felt a release, and I'm going to try to imitate, or more like be guided by, what I feel in my body and share that with you, but still go kind of on the path of what I did in my own private time just less than, like I said, 10 minutes ago. So I want you to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. So you want to inhale to the count of 5 or 6. Exhale to the count of 5 or 6. Let's do this a few times. Now, one thing I want you to know is that you can put your hand on your chest and your stomach. That's what I typically do, but I don't want to hit my mic or anything like that. So definitely, however you feel comfortable, whether it's laying on your bed flat, if it's keeping your eyes open, if it's sitting on the floor, laying in the sun, whatever is the most comfortable for you, where you feel the safest and at ease, please do that. Now, I want you to imagine that you're walking through a forest or a field, and you see all the beautiful flowers, you hear the birds, you see the light shining through the trees, and you could feel the breeze. You probably could smell little animals, or maybe water, dampness from when it rained. Really immerse yourself in the experience and really feel it, see it, imagine whatever it is that you would like to imagine there. Whether it's birds, maybe a butterfly or a weird bug. I know some people don't like bugs, but whatever works for you. Picture yourself in a cute outfit. Maybe it's like your hiking gear or your walking gear you wear on your hot girl walk. See how your hair is, how your outfit feels. Like, how do you feel in this outfit? Does it feel tight, snug? Does it feel relaxed and loose? What kind of shoes are you wearing? What kind of socks? Are you wearing a backpack? Are you more of a belt bag type of girly? Observe how you walk. Observe what you are observing as this individual walking through this forest or this field. Take it all in. Now I want you to picture yourself as you're walking through this forest or these trees, this environment that you've visualized. I want you to picture a clearing or an area where there are no trees. It's pretty open. Maybe it's a small lake, or maybe it's some rocks, or literally an empty field with the sun shining through. I want you to picture yourself walking towards this area, and as you get closer, you see someone sitting there on this rock, or maybe they're looking at this water. You look at this person and they look familiar. Their hair is similar to yours. Maybe it's the same color. They look about the same height, even though they're crouched down. So familiar, yet you're unsure. That doesn't make sense. Like, how do I know this individual? I'm not from this place. I've never been here before. As you get closer, you recognize them, and your heart beats a little faster because they look just like you, but not like you. Similar, but not the same. Different. Your heart might pick up. You might think you're in some kind of alternate reality, some scary film, but then you remember, no, I'm just walking. I'm relaxing, vibing with the earth, chilling. There's no reason to be afraid. And as you get closer, you feel a sense of calm, of peace, of relaxation, safety, familiarity. I know her. But where from? Where do I know her from? And as you get closer, you say good morning and you try to make some noise to kind of let that person know that you're walking towards them. But as you get closer, she ends up turning and she smiles. And she's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. She looks just like you. But you can't tell, you can't pinpoint what it is, why she's different. She's sort of glowing. She has this energy, this aura about her that makes you pause and just in awe. She's radiant. She's glowing. She's love. She's everything you've wanted to be, but you felt like you couldn't be, and you don't understand. Now you're pinching yourself, wondering, who is she and how did she get here? Why am I here? Is this an episode of Twilight Zone? But you're amazed. You're in awe, and you just kind of silence those thoughts because you feel safe, because you feel at peace. She looks at you for a second, just smiling. She says good morning. Again, you say good morning back, finally realizing that you were just staring at her. You sit down with her, and you're just still staring. Again, it's shocking to see yourself. And as you look at her more, you see that she's you, but she may be a little bit older. Not older in the sense that she looks older than you, but older in the sense that she feels wise. She feels safe. She feels like she knows. And you want to know what she knows. You don't know what to ask. You're not sure, so you just sit in silence, looking at her. And she turns to you and she lets you know, I am you. I am the version of you that you've always wanted to be. I've been inside you all of this time. I'm just here to show you in a real form that I exist. I'm here to remind you of who you are. I'm here to present to you a version of yourself that you're scared to unleash, that you're scared to dig up, that you're scared to share with the world. Give yourself permission to let the old self die. Give yourself permission to be the version of yourself that you've always been. Before society told you you couldn't. Before society silenced you. Before society told you how to unlearn boundaries. Before society caged you, tamed you. You sit there in awe. Once again, who is this person? But you know, subconsciously, you know internally that it is you. She calls to you. You are attracted to her. You are magnetized to her. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. This is not fake. It's not an illusion. This is you. This is you. And it takes you a second to realize this really is me. This isn't a dream. This is a reflection of me. She looks into the water and you look too. And you see you. You see you. You don't see anybody else. No one different. It's just you. And as you turn to face her again, she's already starting to walk away. She looks back and she says, give yourself permission. Allow yourself, your old self to die, and the new self to live. We've always been waiting. We've always been here. We're still here, waiting for you to release and unleash yourself. She starts walking away, and she walks very slow. She moves her hips, very different than how you walk. Very calm, at ease. She doesn't talk fast. She doesn't move fast. She's not worried about what's going on around her. She just walks with peace and ease, beautifully, gently, but fiercely. She glows, she radiates. She's magnetic. All the things that you've wanted for yourself but didn't realize were already inside of you, waiting for it to come out. And as she walks away, a sense of calm, a sense of peace, a sense of determination floods you. I am her. She is me. And as she leaves, walks back into the forest, butterflies probably following her, her glow following her, you realize she left a piece of herself with you in your hands. And you look at it and you realize, this is me. I am her. Like, I could do this. You sit there and you think about your past running through your mind, very fast motions, just running through memories, through experiences, through hurt, through happiness, through fear. And you tell yourself, thank you so much, body. Thank you so much, subconscious. Thank you so much, anxious attachment or avoidant attachment. Thank you for grief. Thank you, heartbreak. Thank you, fear. Because every single one of you has gotten me to where I am now. Every single one of you has helped to protect me, to stay safe, to stay loved. And I'm so happy that you brought me this far. But today, right now, I'm releasing you with love. And you open your heart up and you take those pieces and you lift them up to the sky and you tell them thank you again and you release them with love. Once you see them floating away into the sky, flying away, you take the piece that she gave you, the little piece of her, the piece of you, and you put it back inside of you, right where your heart is. And you close it up and you put your hand on your chest there. You take a few breaths, in for 6, out for 6. In for 6. Out for 6. I want you to wiggle your toes, move your body around, come back into this room. Notice where you are, and when you have a second, I want you to write down anything that came up for you, anything that you noticed, anything that maybe you need to release. And I want you to realize and recognize that you are her. You are already her. She's already inside of you. And every single part of you that has gotten you to this point has been a blessing. There's people who've experienced terrible things, horrendous things that they never should have experienced. But each of those things, your body has put mechanisms in place to protect you. Your anxiety is a blessing. Your anxious attachment is a blessing. Your avoidant attachment is a blessing. Fears, they're all a blessing. They're all ways that your body tries to protect you. And it's done its job if that happens. So release it. Thank every single one of those things. Release them with love. Not anger, not rage, not disappointment, but love. Thank you, fear. Thank you, anxiety. And if you don't understand what I mean, journal about it. How has my anxiety served me in my lifetime? How has fear served me? Sometimes fear looks like you don't want to jump off a cliff. It looks scary. Sometimes that fear is irrational, but sometimes it makes sense. Your body's telling you, we're not jumping off of this cliff because you might break your neck. But sometimes the irrational fear, like, oh my God, if I'm swimming in the swimming pool, it feels like there's a shark in here. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's happened to me many times. Like, I'll stop swimming and look back like, is there a shark in the pool? It's not a rational fear. So journal about those things, meditate on these things, maybe do this meditation again on your own, or you could listen to this guided version. But I do hope that it brings you peace. I hope that it helps you to meet yourself and see yourself as you are. And maybe as I end up doing more of these meditations, I'll just record them going forward if that's something you guys would like. But, let me know if there was anything that came up in the comments, or you could always email me. I'm sorry, I didn't realize for months I had the wrong email at the bottom of my description. So the email will work now. So you can send me an email if something came up for you that you want to share or chat about. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you have a beautiful day with all my love. Lana.